So into the charts we go, and basically another little bounce off of that minor support line, which is right now trading, or that trend line is right around 26,700. So we definitely have an isolated level that we're watching to see when it breaks. And notice how I say when. Now, it doesn't mean we couldn't go up and reattack this level, even go to 30,000, but at some point, probabilities are highly signaling a break to the downside of this, which would then take us to the level around 25,000. So that's really what I'm looking for in terms of our short on Bitcoin. I think that at this stage, we look to potentially get 25 out of it. I'll see at that point if it's collapsing more, in which case I may look for more of a gain there. But again, this is the beauty of doing what we do, right? Swing trading is that we're taking 10 to 20% profits in general, and we're just rinsing and repeating. Do it again and do it again and do it again. And that's the key. And really, again, this is a method that I have used for years now, where people that get greedy, they ultimately lose out on a much bigger pot of profits by just saying, nope, I'm going to hold it no matter what till X price. And the price action in between those points gives so many opportunities that they end up just sitting there. And a lot of them end up just making no money, right? And think about people that bought in on Bitcoin at $25,000 or $30,000 a few years ago. And where are they now? They were in the money huge. A lot of them said, hey, I'm holding till 100,000, or I'm holding to 150 or 200. And then here they are, basically break even. Some are even obviously down. A lot of people bought 30, 40, 50, 60, almost $70,000. So again, swing trading is very liberating to me. It's a way for me to maximize gains on both bull and bear markets, and even interim. I think that's an important aspect here, where you have bounces in a bear market, and you could play them on the long side, and then you just reverse the position and go short, aka what we've done all in this period, right? All of this action was tradable for us by using the charts, buying down here, selling into here, shorting into here, and all of these different things like that, and even being short here for this dip here, which we were in the service. So again, it's to me at least, this is the gravy, right? It's the ability to trade within bull and bear markets and make both money on the long and short side. All right, so just recapping Bitcoin here, support is 26,700. We've hammered on it now once, 2 and 3 times. The general magic number is somewhere between 4 and 7 times. So again, the next time we hit, the probabilities increase of a break. If we hit it again, it increases even more, and usually the break becomes or occurs between the 4th and the 7th hit. On the upside, we could make a case that we hit quite a few times in the upper here, but again, this is big resistance, right? This is a minor support here. This is major, right? This whole area is epically major because of the psychological resistance that it is, going back to the 2021 lows here, and then also the 2022 consolidation here. So this would be major. This little one right here, if we zoom in right here, is minor. This will be neither major nor minor. It's kind of in between. This is a mid-level support, and then this here would be major, and this obviously at double bottom is major. Okay, let's go to the Ethereum chart right here. And Ethereum having a little bit of a bounce. We talked about the pivot low here matching with here, and yesterday we pierced it. Look at the bounce today. Notice yesterday we closed right on the line. We didn't close below it, and that gave way to a bullish bounce today on Ethereum. Now, Ethereum, again, to me, is just stuck inside of this channel. I'm still considering adding to my short, but it would have to pierce this upper range. Again, somewhere at this stage, probably around 1900, and then another pivot point at the 2000 level, which would be right up here, would be another place to add to that short. By the way, legging into positions is one of the most important things. That's how I achieve my, what do I have, a 95% win rate with crypto, is just by analyzing the charts, but also starting small, because let's be honest, crypto is a very emotional asset. And it's emotional because 99% of the people trading it are retail crowd, which are going to be more emotional. When you go into a stock like Apple or Microsoft and you're investing in those, they do have emotional periods of panic and fear, right, and greed, but it's much lower emotionally because a majority of the money in those stocks is institutional. Institutions don't get wavery. They don't get, whipped with emotion as much. Only in really rare scenarios, like when the banks are collapsing, right? Then you see some emotion coming out in those stocks because even institutions get a little emotional with, panic like that. But crypto is a much more of an emotional investment for people because the people that are investing are smaller. The money means more to them. They have this kind of whippy mentality where they're getting influenced by Twitter and by Instagram and all that other stuff. Therefore, it's very important to leg into trades. Very, very important. All right, dollar cost average essentially. All right. In any case, if we break this support down here at around 1715, then you start heading down to this level, then here, and then eventually down here. Here's your upside resistance continuing, and then obviously we know the 2000 level right up here. Taking a quick look, XRP, let's take a look at that one. We know that that one's had a big move here continuing up. Look at that beautiful move, folks. So we're now up above 50 cents on XRP, and you can't help but wonder if something is leaking out. Does someone know something with XRP? I don't chase this stuff. That's one of my discipline rules. But nonetheless, you have to marvel at in this market where crypto's kind of stalled out, XRP's had a fantastic level. The only issue with XRP, folks, is that you have a double top coming up around 55 cents here. So again, if we look at this area here, this top right here, that's going to be resistance right there. So again, would I short it? Nope. I won't short it either. Why not? Well, because again, I'm not putting the success of my trade in the hands of a judge that can say yay or nay on something, right? That is not how smart investors work, right? It's the same concept between why it's not smart to buy a stock going into earnings, like the day of earnings, because you're basically betting, okay, well, is it going to be good news or is it bad news? And again, it's more about the chart. What's the chart telling you? That's the essence of why I do a trade, not because I'm hoping that the company has good earnings or bad earnings or whatever it may be. All right. Taking a look at BNB. BNB, small bounce after yesterday's drop. Nothing new here. You got some support down on this down-sloping trend line. Retrace, that would be a retrace to the scene of the crime just below 300. Solana real quick. Solana, nothing going on here. Again, just trading inside of a channel, and it's kind of midpoint or close to the midpoint of that channel. Looking at Matic real quick. Just do a quick check on Matic here. Matic, again, small bounce today. Nothing new there. Avalanche, same thing. A little consolidation. Let's take a look at Polkadot, and we'll look at Cardano. Polkadot, again, interesting on Polkadot here. It's consolidating down. Can it break this trend line? If it breaks this trend line, you have a chance to run back to about 770. So there is a chance on that chart. It's actually not a bad chart overall. Hasn't broken yet, but just kind of something to keep an eye on. And then obviously we have Cardano, which closed below this line, now back above. And again, that's just in general, you'd expect it to break down here on the chart back to about the 32 cent level. But again, just chopping around there. Okay, so that's really where I wrap things up for you guys today. Again, a little bit of a small bounce in the crypto world, especially on on Bitcoin. It's just inside of that level or on top of that level of support at around 26,000. What did I say? 700 or so, 600. And again, it's just monitoring that line right here. This is the one you're watching, and on the upside, this is the one you're watching here. So keep an eye on that. Right now, we've now had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 days where we've been between this level of 26.7 and basically 28.7, we'll call it. So a $2,000 range here. Let's watch to see, does it break? If it breaks, it goes here. If it breaks here, it goes up to this level. Let's watch and see what happens, folks. I have my 2 small positions on the short side out there. Nothing else out there looks intriguing to me at this point, so I'll sit on the sidelines till something does. Keep my discipline. That's how we win the majority of time, and obviously play the trades based off the charts. You take care, guys.